Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here, and welcome to a new Let's Play. It is Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage as part of Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Let's boot the game up, watch the first cutscene, and then we'll get straight into it. It's been a long time coming, but I'm excited to finally be playing the PC version.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Huh?
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Huh? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You hate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Alright, well, a lot to unpack with the first cutscenes. Obviously, if you've followed my channel for as long as, you know, if really a decade or 5 years or a few years, you'll know that my opinions on Reignited are, I would say they overall skew pretty positively. However, that being said, I just want to quickly point out that, and we may not do this for every part, but I'm using a different mod for Spyro here. This is the PC version in 60 frames. We've got Cyredes' mod that basically makes him, sort of trims him up a little bit, changes a few little things. He's a bit more, I guess, fit looking in this version, a bit skinnier. And then we've also got the classic mod that changes the colors a touch as well. Let me just quickly check some of the options here. We can actually go like full, ultra, let's see. Yeah, basically we are on the top settings. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. This is Spyro 2 Gateway to Glimmer. I remember in the first LP I ever did of this game back on PS1, I called it Getaway to Glimmer. Massive oversight on my behalf.
Spyro, welcome to Glimmer. Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
My biggest thing with Spyro 2 voice acting, actually, is I'd say that there's just a lot of it that doesn't sound like the inflections aren't quite the same to me. And I know that obviously they're going to take creative liberties, but there's some great examples of lines in the original game that just sound so good, like, I'll deal with you later. Like, there's a lot of sort of slow dialogue in the first game, in the original game, that's kind of, that nuance is kind of gone in Reignited. Like, I kind of feel like they're rushing through their lines a little bit, for lack of a better word. That said, Greg Berger as Ripto is fantastic as ever. Like, he is just so good. By the way, do I have motion blur on here? I think I actually do. Sorry, let me just quickly turn that off. Yeah, let's turn that off, because you know what? You don't need it if you're running in 60. Yeah, you do not need it if you're running in 60, if you ask me. Especially for getting thumbnails and stuff like that, it's a lot easier when it's all blurry. Like, that's literally the most annoying part of 30 frames almost, is for a YouTuber to try and get stuff, try and get frames, and, you know, like, he basically, you know, mix between the two. So yeah, this is Glimmer. One of my, actually, I think...
I'm a friend of Elora's, and she asked me to help you out.
Progress like this.
That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
You know what's funny? Like, as the years went by, and I played, you know, a lot of Hero's Tale back in the mid-2000s and stuff, I actually, like, literally, I viewed that as, I thought that was the bit where she says, you know, you lose 1 million brain cells, but that's actually dialogue from, you know, another, you know, from Hero's Tale. But anyway, no, Glimmer, I'd say, is one of the better design levels in Reignited Trilogy. I actually think that they got the vibe pretty good. I definitely am a fan of it. By the way, I'm trying not to speed run through, because I know that a lot of people say, you know, why do you just charge everywhere? And obviously I do want to do that a lot, but not every time. We don't need to do that. We're having fun, we're exploring, we're trying not to get hit, just go through a whole LP without getting hit. Doubt it's possible. I'm actually not going to attempt that. But yeah, I think that I think overall they've done a great job with the vibe of the level. By the way, there is actually a trick, and I am not well versed yet in speedrunning techniques for Reignited, but I know that you actually can get up here if you do it right, and you can use that to do the skip. But you notice that because there is no double jump glitch, it's going to be a very different game.
You must be the dragon everyone's talking about.
Yes, I am.
Dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge.
Yes, there should be.
It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
Money bags?
Thank you, Mr. Dragon.
You can get wrecked.
Still here? Why don't you help the gem cutters, and they'll show you the way to Summer Forest.
Thank you, Mr. Lore Bags. Alright, so...
Get a good look around. Press the action button. Try using...
Action. That's because it's multi-plat, baby. Back in the day, it was, you know where it was. Oh, that's the right trigger, R2. That's just flame. And that's like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Got the dodge roll as well, making its appearance in the Spyro 2 game. Fun fact, it was originally actually in the game, in a very early, actually not very early, but in an early beta version of the game. I believe it was a demo as well. I believe it was one of the demos. It's where they had like different dialogue and stuff. That's where they found a lot of the original dialogue names of the levels, and how we found out that there were sister levels. They actually had the role. I remember in Skelos Badlands you could do it. That's like, that's cool. I mean, it doesn't really, I feel like it has more of a practical effect in this game, in the Reignited Trilogy, than it does in the original games. And I don't know why, I just feel like I've used it more in that one, which is weird, because realistically, I don't know, just for some reason, it just feels like the gameplay, like the impact, the way that the combat works, I just feel like you could use it more in this game, but I can't figure out a great example of that yet. I think I will make an attempt to. Now, as well, I don't know if I'm going to split this into 2 parts, but let me just see if I can actually do it. I want to see if I can make it. Oh, no. Damn it.
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the home worlds of Avalar.
Yes, they will.
Through the portal next to me to go to Summer Forest.
I love the way that his voice would break in the original game, like, Spyro, welcome to Glimmer. like that, it kind of, it's decent though. It's decent. Not my favorite, but decent. I'll point out like my like favorite voice acting stuff in Reignited, because I feel like that it has to be said, sort of thing, because I know I am like, you know, a critical type. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. See, because what happens, right, is it drops. Ah, shit. I think what you're meant to do, like, I think there's like an invisible wall, and then from there you sort of like aim your camera down and go up and do it.
Gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. It looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
Dang it. Yeah, I'm not a reignited speedrunner, so. Oh, but yeah, the kind of the way that you do glitches in Reignited are a lot more physicsy. For like, I don't know if that's like the right word to say it, like, but it feels like you kind of like hover up on things and you kind of, yeah. Let me give it one more go. Yeah, I feel like I probably should practice it, but you know what? It'd be funny, and by funny I mean normal, to actually do this game without using a heap of glitches, because I know that that's typically, you know, what I do. Whoa. All right. There we go. All right, here we go. There we go. Got it. That's the first time I've ever done that.
You've got the Superfly power-up active. Now you can light the gem lamps in this cave.
That's great. I love that. All right, so we've got one chance here, one opportunity to actually do it. Otherwise, we've got to do it again. Oh, here we go. This is great. So these are the gem lamps. We never even did this in the original LP. If you guys remember. Shit. Uh-oh. 4, 5. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, we never actually did this one because we never came back. See, the last time I actually properly played this.
For helping me light the lamp, Spyro. For a while, I was afraid we were going to have to cancel tonight's baseball game. Here, somebody mix this orbit with the baseballs.
Gee, easy mistake, eh? Yeah, like the last time I actually did this challenge was then, because believe it or not, but apart from like the live streams and stuff, I've actually never 100%ed Reignited. Like that is the actual truth, and it's not out of disliking the game. It's just that I've wanted to sort of save it for the game, for the videos, because I've played the original games countless times, so I may as well. I may as well. I just love playing the original games, and I feel like people want to hear what I have to say about this game, Reignited. So I think that it's important to kind of capture not first-time reaction, because as I said, I have live streamed it and I've played plenty of it, when I've done like the hacks and stuff. But yeah, more of like a full walkthrough.
My entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
Okay, there's that rock, that low textured rock. These guys are fairly faithful.
Nice shooting. Follow me to the next lizard.
How do you meant to get up there or what? I actually remember. I literally do not remember. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. 400 to 400. We did it. I literally don't remember ever doing that without double jumping. That's the thing. I literally play this game, the original, so much with the double jump that it's just instinctive. It's completely instinctive. I do not know what it's like to play this game without a double jump properly. Boom. Got him. Doing this challenge fast is sort of a thing. Actually, well, not really. I mean, you can kind of speedrun it in the original game, but I never really did. Like, I'm kind of bad at it. Yeah. I don't look, idiot. I don't need, at this point, mate, I'm fine. I don't need any more advice. Look at that. It's kind of dumb. Interesting. You've effectively got to go this far back in order to do it. Damn it. his unlimited supply of rocks. Alright, here we go. You should kick rocks. Oh, yes, got him. Alright, number 4. I'm excited to be doing this though, above all. But yeah, no, I think that, yeah, in terms of, so, you know, the first level, you know, you got plenty of sort of cobblestone rocks and all that kind of thing. The one thing is that they do repeat that trend quite a lot later. So in this level, it's kind of, you know, it's pretty refreshing. I do think that sometimes they do rely on that texture a bit, and that's why I'm quite excited about the future, like the future games. You know, if we are getting them, I do believe we are. I'm excited about that because then that means that we actually get to, I think we'll see a lot more variation in between the levels, in just texture-wise, graphically. I think that's you know, important for the future. You know, you got to remember that they were doing, you know, 3 games, like basically 100 levels, which is just ridiculous when you think about it. Like the whole Spyro Reignited Trilogy project was pretty ridiculous if you think about it, just how much they had to do in such a short amount of time. I really do like all the patterns on the walls here up there though too. They're very, very cool. And you know what? All of the draping, like whatever that is, like all the, you know, fauna, all the leaves, it actually very much reminds me of the texture hack that Rubber Rabbit 2 did.
Saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
Alright, thank you, Bouncer. Jack Bouncer. Jack Bonza. Sydney Pro Wrestler. Alright, there you go. That's 2, so that's, is that? No, that's not it. What are we doing? Alright, perfect. Let's go back and do the 3rd and final one. I completely forgot about that for some reason. Again, the crappy speedrunner mindset. Like, I'm not a good speedrunner at all, but I do love speedrunning. Yeah, there we go. Got to do this one here. That's what this whole thing is for. It's not for cheating to the other one. But I almost feel like they subconsciously just kept that in, you know what I mean? Like, why not? Why not keep the skip in? Like, we all know how to do it. We're all gonna do it. They at least give you the pretense, like, oh, maybe you can't do it, but we all know. We all know the truth. And there we go. Very good.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
Wonder who the voice actor is. It almost sounds a bit like Kenny. Mr. TC. Tom Senny? Tom Cerny. Tom Kenny. TK. Tony Khan. Alright, there we go. All done. Let's get out of here. Let's view that cutscene. And then we'll end the part.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Elora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Good stuff. Alright. Perfect. Give one last little look at Summer Forest, which, believe it or not, was not designed by I was going to say Tony Khan. Not designed by, what was it called? Toys for Bob. But we will get to that in the next part, because that will be a topic of discussion. Obviously, we can't 100% Summer Forest in one go, but we'll just do a little bit of it, and then we'll keep continuing through. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much, and I'll be back very, very soon with another part. See you then.